Good morning, happy Friday. We made it, yeah, it's Friday. Okay, so this weekend, the most important chapter will happen, hopefully, and that is the grandparent interview, okay? I'm going to call it the grandparent or special friend interview for those of you, again, like me, that have no grandparents living or cannot contact your grandparents easily this weekend. Ideally, I would like your actual grandparents. I don't mean grandparents by birth, I just mean the parents of your parents and guardians, one of those candidates, please. And you are going to use your 10 approved questions to ask them and to record their answers. So there's a few steps to this process. I would like for you to ask them permission to record the audio of the conversation. So if you are conducting the interview in person, your grandparent is at your house already, then you would just need one device to record the audio. If you are making a phone call or a Zoom, for example, please set up a camera to record the video and or the audio in order to do that. For the phone call, it's easiest to use two devices. So you would call the interviewee on your first phone, and then on your second phone that you borrow, you could open up the audio app. And if you put your call on speakerphone, you will hear both parts of the conversation, and then you're able to record the audio forever. Or else, if you wanted to give them some time to think about the questions, you could always email them the questions ahead of time and then let them leave you a voice message answering the questions. But that is less personal, and that's not so much of an interview as just a like kind of one-sided conversation. So I would hope that you would get to speak to a person live, that you would be able to record at the very least just the audio of the conversation, if not the audio and the video. You do get extra points for having audio and video, so please make sure you do that. And then afterwards, you're going to type up their answers. Now, because you have the audio, you can pause it and type in their answers. If they start to tell you a story that's longer than a few sentences, summarize their answer, but then put a note on that answer saying, story summarized for brevity or something to that effect. It's really important to me that you have this audio file for the future. And in order to be able to access it, I'm going to ask that you email yourself the audio file to your personal email or to your parents' personal email. That way the audio file doesn't get lost and that you can keep it forever. And you'll be able to hear their voice for as long as you live. So the grandparent interview is happening. Yes, it might happen today, it might happen this weekend. Let me know if you need an extension. The homework assignment is the actual typing up of the answers onto your slide. The grandparent interview will probably be several slides in your PowerPoint presentation. That is fine. You can add pictures in of you with this grandparent or things that you've done together that you really enjoyed. And I hope that you enjoy this interview process and have a great day. My final note is if you have a military veteran that you are interviewing, I have a special form for that on the LMS. Please download it and use those questions, not as your base 10 questions, but as your opening to your interview. Just ask them if they care to discuss their military service in a way that explains what their job was and what their rank was and where they were stationed. Any questions to that nature that you might not know to ask a military veteran. So please review the military interview questions in addition to the 10 that you have created on the LMS if you are interviewing a veteran, and be sure to thank them for their service. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday. Bye-bye.